Okay, so there's quite a few of you that have been asking on various social media platforms, what do I feed Samson? So I thought I'd do a little video on what I feed Samson and Oscar. So this is my feed-a-bite bin, full, not cheap, a lot of supplements. So here we go. So we'll do Samson's feed first. So Samson's on Simple Systems horse feed, and he's got on this Mallee mash. This is for his itchy skin. We've been on this 4 months now, and he is so much better in himself. He's got more of a shine to his coat than he's ever had, but we have had additional supplements, which I'll show you later. So he has a scoop of this, one of this, and this gets soaked in water. So that's one scoop. Here are the components that are in Mallee mash. So we have timothy grass, beet pulp, cut linseed, seaweed meal and rock salt. So because the Mallee mash has to be soaked, I add all the supplements now. So then I stir them in, add the water, let it soak, and then just put the rest of the fibre in. So the first supplement we're going to use... Free itch. So free itch is for the sweet itch, basically, for his skin, anything to stop him scratching and rubbing himself to death. So it's just literally powder. So he has 1 scoop of this. So with this, it's a 3 kg bucket. It's meant to last 12 months in the hope that you're using 1 scoop a day, which is great for maintenance. But if you're just starting out on it, or you're having problems, you up it to 2. So this changes dramatically. So it probably lasts 6 to 8 months with us, but it's £120 for a bucket of this. So not cheap. But when you add up the amount that it's cost me in rugs over previous years, how much have I saved in rugs when they're about £90 a pop? So next up is vitamin E and selenium plus. This again is for his skin and his muscle health. So he gets 2 scoops of this. So for this, you're looking around £20 mark, and this lasts a month. 1 kg lasts a month supply. This is something that I've only just started in the last couple of months from another Suffolk punch rider who also has had a lot of problems similar to Samson. And also speaking to our nutritionist the other day at Northern Equine, she highly recommends this. This is one big thing that people forget about apparently in diets. So we're giving this a good go. So obviously we are seeing benefits, but is that the Mallee mash and everything else? But definitely going to carry on. Now we understand the meaning why we need to feed this. Next up, he's on Equinutritive Lymph Assist, which is a lot of different herbs and ginger, echinacea, things like that, nettles, again, rosehip, yarrow. These are all to help maintain him. Since he had his lymphangitis last year, I'm really cautious about keeping his lymph system as well maintained as possible. It's just another thing just to ensure Samson stays fit and healthy. So Samson has 1 full cup of this. It smells amazing. And the final supplement is garlic, but I've run out, so I'm gonna have to go shopping. So that's all the supplements and the Mallee mash. So these can all be mixed by hand, and then just to add water. So I've added the water. So just give it a stir, and then while we just allow it to thicken, and then I will add the rest of his feed. So Samson, again, is still on simple system horse feeds, and this is the same fine fibre pellets that's an alternative to Lucerne. This is one thing I'm really conscious with horses, is ensuring that they've got enough fibre, but I don't want it full of calories, because Samson will put on weight quite easily breathing fresh air in. So this is a way of ensuring weight maintained, but also getting the fibre he needs. So he gets half a scoopful of these, and then to finish he gets half a scoop of the Build and Shine horse feed chaff, which has got linseed in again for his coat. And that's it all. So we'll just give that a stir. And then I just need to locate some carrots out of the fridge. Okay, now for Oscar. Oscar is a yearling, so it's imperative we feed something that has all the vitamins and minerals to allow him to keep growing. So he's on the Bailey's stud and young stock cubes. So he has a scoop of these in the morning and a scoop at night, just to help him grow. Though he doesn't need any help, he's growing like a weed. Next up is the Saracen Equidual balancer, which he gets a full scoop of this. So Oscar is on the Build and Shine, where he gets a third of a scoop. Now Oscar should also have got some garlic, but I'm going to have to go shopping. So for now, just give that a mix, and then I can add the garlic when I come back with the carrots. So now you know what Samson and Oscar like to eat. We met up with Jennifer from Equinutrition last week at the Northern Equine Open Day, and she had a really interesting PhD that she'd done on the grimace factor. So here you go.
So here we are with Jennifer from Equinutrition. Yeah, and she's going to explain to us. What are you going to explain?
It was a pattern that I've seen, and as part of my PhD research, did a pilot study looking to see whether it was a viable tool that we could use in assessing our horse's well-being. And it's looking at the horse grimace scale, which measures 6 different expressions on their face, whether their ears are forwards or stiffly backwards, whether they have like closing of the eye or a nice big soft relaxed eye, whether their upper eyelid is tight or tense and it kind of goes in a bit of a peak and you get a triangle, whether their chewing muscles are strained or not, and whether that bottom lip and chin is kind of pinched and they almost start looking a bit parrot-mouthed as the bottom lip comes back, and then whether their nostrils are flared or not. So if we score those 6 different zones, we get a score ranging between 0, no indications of pain or stress, up to 12, strong indicator of pain or stress. And what I did was I looked at horses that were obese. I eliminated any that had laminitis or acute injuries, and I scored their expressions at the time of a body condition score of 5 out of 5. And then I rescored them following weight loss, the same horses. And what we found was that at an obese state, so a body condition score of 5 out of 5, their average pain scores was 10 out of 12.
Oh wow.
But following weight loss, these same horses' pain scores dropped to an average of 0.5 out of 12.
Wow.
And that 0.5 was exactly the same as the control group I used, where I looked at a group of the same size of horses, so 8 horses, at 2 different time points, and that were in ideal body condition score, just to see if their scores changed.
Yeah.
Well, post weight loss, the pain scores were the same for our previously overweight horses as they were for our healthy normal horses.
Yeah.
So there was significant reduction in these expressions for pain or stress following weight loss. And while a lot of owners might not know the horse grimace scale,
Yeah.
I often hear them saying, but they look grumpy. So they know,
Relatable.
we know the grumpy face. We know the happy face.
Yeah.
So it's a tool that we could use in assessing our horses' well-being and welfare. The other thing I found very interesting was any of the expressions shown obviously present was only seen in the obese horses before they lost weight. So all of the horses, not one showed one of the expressions to the extent of obviously, other than the obese horses before they lost weight. So there's a lot more research to go on from this, which I'll be hopefully doing with my PhD and finding out how quickly this changes with weight loss.
And your scale that you've been looking at over this PhD, what's your smallest pony to your biggest pony, breed type? And
well, in this study, it ranged from 12 to up to 17 hands.
okay, yeah,
But the key thing was using each horse was its own control. So
Yeah.
its score before weight loss versus its score after.
yeah.
So if they had something like arthritis,
Yeah.
they'd still have arthritis after they lost weight. But for some reason,
They were a lot happier.
they were a lot happier. There was a lot less indication of pain or stress. Now in humans, it's been shown that obesity, so as fat levels rise, sensitivity to pain increases. So it could be
I think I
that
need to lose
either
weight.
it's
Yeah.
causing more pain
Me too.
or they're just more sensitive to what's there.
Oh, wow.
And as they lose weight, that sensitivity to pain drops.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Well, if you want to contact Jennifer, here are our details.
So let me know what you think about Jennifer's theory in the comments. Thank you for watching. And can I remind you, independent nutritionists are really rare to come across. They're usually associated with feed brands and solely put out their products related to their feed. So go and check Jennifer Little out because, like I say, it's very rare. Thank you for watching and catch you in the next video.